Everybody loves the Stanley Cup Finals, but what was the first team to ever claim the Stanley Cup? Today you're going to get some random facts added to your brain as we take a look. To get to the first ever Stanley Cup winning team, we have to go back over 130 years into the past. Lord Frederick Stanley of Preston, the Governor-General of Canada, was an observer of hockey, and he thought it would thrive in Canada. He loved the passion and competition of the game and thought a trophy would make it even more exciting. So, in 1892, he had the trophy made and donated. It was originally called the Dominion Hockey Challenge Cup. The AHAC, or Amateur Hockey Association of Canada, was a men's hockey league from 1886 to 1898. It was created to determine the Canadian hockey champions. It went well, hosting the first Stanley Cup champions, which I will later talk about. Then, in 1898, a new team called the Ottawa Capitals joined. Teams weren't happy with the paying of players, and that led to 4 of them opting to leave the league. These 4 teams, the Quebec Bulldogs, Montreal Victorias, Ottawa Hockey Club, and Montreal Hockey Club, then formed the CAHL, ending the AHAC. The Montreal Hockey Club were the first ever Stanley Cup winners, which we'll get to, but for now let's look at the team. Montreal was owned by the players and played in many of hockey's earliest leagues. Tim Padden was their goalie, and he had a .230 goals against average and led all goalies that year. James Stewart, Alan Cameron, Haviland Roth, Archer Hodgson, Billy Barlow, Alex Kingan, George Lowe, and Alex Irving were all the players, but back then positions were a little bit different. The other teams were the Ottawa Hockey Club, Montreal Crystals, Quebec Hockey Club, and Montreal Victorias. Yes, 3 of the 5 teams were from Montreal. Now, the way they won the Stanley Cup was a bit basic. They didn't even have to play in a finals game. The Stanley Cup just went to the team with the best regular season record. So, with the 7-1-0 record,
Montreal won!
in a pretty close second was Ottawa, and the Victorias finished dead last. Every team played just 8 games in the 3-month season. In April, the Stanley Cup was ready to be presented to the winners. At the time, Montreal was part of an organization called the Montreal Amateur Athletic Association, or the MAAA. So, when the MAAA was to be given the cup, the Montreal Hockey Club representatives told them to not accept the trophy as they wanted to receive it themselves. The MAAA turned this down and claimed the trophy anyway. But through controversy, they finally got the cup for themselves in February 1894. They ended up winning the cup again the next year. A better source on this story would be your dad's dad. But thanks for watching anyway. I hope I did everything right. If there's anything I did wrong or missed, please leave it in the comments. And thanks for watching. Please subscribe.